Hi friends, we're going to start off with making our boxes and take the 3 pieces of two-tone cardstock and adhere the DSP to them. Don't worry, later in the video I have all the dimensions for you. So each package I'm just putting on there, I'm gluing them together. You want to be a little careful. Got a little glue. I had a brand new thing of glue, so I got a little glue everywhere, but nothing that a rubber eraser won't clean up. Once you have those all 3 glued on, then you're going to go ahead and score each one. I have the scoring dimensions here, but again, I have them later in the video, and you can pause and slow down to take notes as you need. And you're going to go ahead and score each one of the 3 gifts. Okay? Once you have them all scored, we'll be ready to go to the next step. I feel like I need some Vanna music here for you. Once you score them, then go ahead and fold them on all the scores and burnish them really well with your bone folder. And then put each one together with some tear and tape. On the wider ones, I put 2 rows of tear and tape just because I just wanted to use a lot of adhesive, because this is going to be like opened and closed a lot. So you just don't want them popping apart. And then I'm also kind of pay attention to where that back meets, because you want to make sure that's the back of your card. So what I'm doing is I'm using my grid sheet here to align to what's the center to attach the ribbon. And I'm making sure that the back, so where the box meets, is on the back side so that it's not as noticeable from the front. And then once you have each of those together, you can embellish it. If you look at my final picture versus what I did later, I did not like what happened with that top bow, and I actually took that bow off. It was too much and I redid it. But you can look at the pictures to get how closely it is. Once you have all 3 of your ribbon centers attached, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to put tear and tape again. Your tear and tape needs to be on the bottom piece of these, and you only need to have tear and tape on the top and the middle, not on the bottom, not the big package. And then you're going to stack them. Again, I'm paying attention to where that back meets, because that's the back side of my gift stack, and so I want them all to be facing the same directions, and I just lined them up to the back. And then I'm folding them as I go, make sure they're folding right. And all along the way, I just continue to burnish them and get those folds really deep and kind of like breaking down the fibers of the paper and getting memory in the paper of how it's supposed to sit. Okay. And then you'll see here, once again, I'm taking my bone folder over it and doing it. At this point, this is where I've gone in and I've added kind of my embellishments and ribbons. So I did the tags, the little oval tag here from, I think it's Traditional Labels. I'm sorry, lost my mind for a second. Unfortunately, this ribbon is not currently available, but it will be coming back in stock. And then the middle here, I put that gold and that old gold mesh that we don't have anymore, but you could have just tied the gold mesh on. It's probably better. And then at the top, I think I just left the mesh off. It was too much. It was too much in here. I think I tied it on like a knot. If you look at the last picture, you'll see. But you just want to go ahead and put that stack together. And then again, tear and tape, tear and tape, tear and tape. I just filled the whole back side with it. You can see I had to fix that one. It popped off. And then that's the other thing, is that tear and tape's going over the ribbon and holding it in place, and I'm just kind of just pressing it in really good. And then take off your tear and tape. I feel like watching myself, like, how did I not poke myself? Then take your assembled card, and you kind of want to like put it only about 1/4 inch from the bottom, because you also want to notice where you're placing this. So when you fold it flat, it fits within that 4 1/4. See, it has to fit in that 4 1/4, 5 1/2 space, so that it'll fit in your envelope. I will tell you, the post office is going to charge you extra. Just go ahead and buy the non-machinable stamp. Here's the dimensions, and there's my final card. Thank you for watching. Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm with Pretty Party. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for following along with me.